Hey Donkey with no brim. Hope you can hear me. This isn't gonna be like a full-on stream. This is just a bit of a test because I know I get a lot of requests to do streams. It's just that until recently, I moved up on my equipment, and so well now everything's moved up. I just picked up a new Wi-Fi router connected through Ethernet. So yeah, if it's running smooth, hopefully it is. I noticed that at 1080p 60 frames per second, this is kind of taxing on my computer's processor. But if it's not too laggy, then I would consider the stream a success. Back to the, my island. So hopefully it's not too laggy. At least in OBS it looks okay. I remember when I first started using OBS, like I would just kind of like, whoa, and it is loud. I didn't notice it right now until now the gameplay audio was really loud. I remember when I first started using OBS, which is the software I used to do these Let's Plays or trailer reactions, it would look really, like, laggy in the software, and I was thinking, oh, it's just, basically I was thinking, oh, it's a software thing, but no, back then, I mean, you could even, like, if you want to, like, go and look at, like, some of the really, like, old trailer reactions I've done with friends, it was so bad, I probably should have just done it podcast style, where it's just audio. If I do another Animal Crossing stream, I'm gonna be silent while Captain sings, because I actually like a lot of Captain's songs. And yeah, there's times where I could be a bit of a jerk and I just like tell Captain to be quiet by like, pushing the B button, and he's like, oh, you're in a hurry? Okay. So yeah, it's good quality. So okay, that's good. So okay, so yeah, so I guess this means that there's a good chance that I'm not gonna officially announce that I'm bringing Let's Plays back. I still have to figure out, like when am I gonna do it and that kind of stuff. But I do want to do like Let's Plays of things like the WarioWare game. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Nxeols. I'm sorry. But welcome. Yeah. And, yeah, I called the island Starco because, I watch, Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Which technically speaking, in my mind, the island's official name is the Royal Kingdom of Star Marco. But, yeah. maybe, because I know about the whole New Year's celebration on Animal Crossing. Maybe that's at least an idea for a stream, because I do want to do a New Year's stream. I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do. I thought I was just gonna do the thing where I just like sit and talk until midnight, but maybe this year that could change. But yeah, I'm not gonna be on the stream too long. I'm mainly just here to like test it out. I heard from my friend it's really important to go and say hello to as many residents you can per day. Interesting thing, in New Leaf, which I said that's my favorite Animal Crossing, I remember at the time I let my sister be the mayor, but when New Horizons came out, to be fair, I was like, could I be the island representative this time? And yeah, with her permission, she let me. She recently drew a really nice Christmas drawing, if you want to go check that out on my Twitter and Instagram. So I guess you could consider this a sort of pilot episode of what a stream would look like, which I don't know if I'd go that far, because I've done these Let's Plays before on my channel. It's just that I haven't done one since I had that, recent, when I recently had that big increase in followers. But I do want to bring it back. It's just that, at least for now, I want to do it primarily on YouTube, because that's where I post most of my work. I know some people ask me if I'm going to do a Twitch stream, which the only problem, I do have a Twitch account, but it's not used that much. The only reason, yeah, it's just that I don't do streams on Twitch because, one, I've heard some really, questionable things about Twitch's, like, policies, but the biggest thing is that my schedule is really kind of unpredictable. Granted, during the pandemic, things have cooled down. I mean, before the pandemic, I used to get, lots of ideas for news stories. But things are, much more predictable, like, now. Although, not exactly for, the happiest of reasons, of course. But yeah, if the stream is going okay and it looks fine, then I'd say it's a good sign that I could bring these streams back, because I do enjoy doing Let's Plays. It's just that, one, my schedule, and two, because I recently moved my setup. I actually used to do streams, downstairs from where I work, but I wanted to do streams up here, because the problem with doing like streams downstairs in my house is that other people want to use the TV, and of course, I don't want to be the person that like occupies the television like 99% of the time. So I ended up adjusting my setup where I moved a computer monitor up here that uses a DVI, which to use like kind of, to not, without getting too technical, that means basically I can use a switch with this TV. The only problem with that, with the technology of the DVI connector, is that it can't use audio. So what I discovered is that my software, the reason I can hear the game is because I found there's a way in OBS where you can hear like the sound, the audio from the switch. So you can get the audio of the switch to pass through the software. Ooh, is that a... But let me guess. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Admittedly, I kind of picked it up because I'm kind of a bit of a car nerd, and I don't know if you know this, but in the early days of Toyota, they actually started off as a they made like I think they made looms when they first started for things like, clothing, and then years later they switched over to making cars. So, bit of an interesting history. It kind of reminds me of how, like, when I first heard about the origins of Nintendo and how they started off making playing cards, and then they would go on to make toys before video games. And with Toyota, they got their start with making looms before they made vehicles, which is, no, the beetle is gonna push the snowball into the water, which unfortunately is a common problem we've been having on the island. I know that my sis, there's also times where I hear her say, no, don't, the dung beetle's gonna push the snowball into the water. Hi, Hunter, how are you doing? Just doing a stream test. I'm not gonna be on for like a really, really long time. I just want to see if this stream works. I recently moved my setup so that I could do these Let's Plays a lot more often, because I know lots of people ask me, if I'm going to do Let's Plays or if I'm going to stream to Twitch. Twitch, I'm still not really sure. Maybe I could work out some kind of schedule. But YouTube, it is something I want to do streams on YouTube again. It's just that I didn't really have the equipment to do it in my room until now. So yeah, so recently I bought this Wi-Fi range extender that lets me have like super fast internet up here. It's actually so fast that my computer is hooked up through Ethernet, which hopefully that'll also like take care of any internet issues I have during even just doing regular live streams on YouTube, like if I ever get around to reviewing Hilda, for instance, or a TV show. Because I know sometimes when I do streams on YouTube, sometimes the internet gets it's kind of so-so up here. So yeah, Hunter says, I'm good. I'm doing well myself. Thank you very much. I keep accidentally hitting the donation button, but there's a separate one for fossils. I kind of wish that they would just let people use the donation button for anything you want to give to Brewster. Brewster, I mean Blathers, excuse me. It's so funny how, like, I feel much more comfortable playing video games in front of an audience, even on YouTube, because when I'm by myself, I'm always my own worst critic. Somebody was actually asking me on TikTok, and I'll probably, I'm gonna start doing TikTok Q&As after work, starting tomorrow. Today, admittedly, I kind of feel like a bit out of it. So, yeah, what was I gonna say? So, yeah, it's kind of funny, because somebody was asking me what's a franchise I really want to try on TikTok. One that I'm going to be trying really soon is Halo, because I recently got a Xbox One S. My folks found a $80 Xbox One S at a nearby flea market, and it needed a bit of cleaning, but the good news is that it not only works, but it came with like a whole ton of games. Like I saw, like this person left behind this gigantic digital collection that includes like I think Grand Theft Autos 4 and 5. There were Call of Duty games. I saw that this person had like Halo Reach in there. I actually recently picked up Halo Infinite because that's the new Halo game. So that's probably going to be the one I'm going to try for the video. I'm going to record like some gameplay of me playing the campaign. So Halo is probably the next new franchise I try. It's technically new for me because I think the closest I ever got to playing Halo was when I was in elementary school. I had a friend who had like the original Xbox and would show me Halo, but I didn't get a chance to play it for myself. Yeah, I just hope I don't suck too badly at the multiplayer, because I do like playing like some games with the online multiplayer, like Doom 2016 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The problem is, if you were to ask me what's like my win to loss ratio, it's like, I don't know if it's even at like 50%. So it's really the one time where I for whatever reason, just allow myself to be kind of free. Oh, and by the way, cool tip for people who play, if you're interested in playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, I strongly suggest, and this is something that my friend Ross told me, is to leave a whole bunch of fish on the beach, you know, like this, where they're just kind of hanging out. It looks a mess, but what he discovered is that if you leave fish on the beaches, it actually boosts the rating of your island. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna go see Isabel. And yes, I just realized my character's still wearing the Santa hat from Toy Day that I bought at the Able Sisters. So, let's see. Am I still at, like... Yeah, see? 5 stars. This Hive of Majesty. Ooh. I feel like I came up with this idea of the hello Nodrix, how are you doing? I feel like I came up with this idea of the island having holidays. Good stream, thank you. Yeah, that's why I wanted to test it out. I mean, it's nothing official. I don't know of any way to set up like actual holidays where the residents celebrate. But I told my sister yesterday that yesterday was Princess Day on Starco Island because yesterday was the birthday of the voice actor Eden Shear, who plays Star Butterfly in Star Wars: The Force of Evil. So yeah. You could see that this was the flag that I put up. It's supposed to be... It's kind of a flag that mixes, like, symbolism from Star vs. The Force of Evil, but also it uses a red-white color palette, just like, I wanted to use a color palette that was similar to, like, neutral or peaceful countries like Austria, Switzerland, or Japan. So, would you believe I was an alien? I mean, I did fall from the sky, you know. Actually filming. I'm like an entire alien civilization. Yeah. Sad thing is that the snow characters melt. And, like, this is actually a good example. I like New Horizons, but something I missed from New Leaf... Not that I'm saying that New Horizons should have just been a carbon copy of New Leaf, because I do like how this is by far the most customizable Animal Crossing game. But something I missed was that in New Leaf, you could get these snow characters that actually will let you play this bingo game. And I like when the snow characters are much more interactive. I mean, they do, like, it is possible to, like, get, like, good stuff from them, but I miss things like that bingo, so, I don't know, I'm not necessarily saying there must be a bingo in New Horizons, but maybe some kind of, like, mini-game, or I'm not really sure. Kind of like how one of the new additions for the character Wisp is that if you scare Wisp, you have to go looking for, like, the pieces of his ghost, and that's something I thought that was actually a really good idea, where it's like they took a character from the GameCube game and gave, like, something new to do. I think that's new for Wisp. Admittedly, I don't remember what Wisp could do. The main thing I remember about Wisp was that he would show up at, like, really, really, like, late hours in the GameCube game. And my sister... You know what's funny? When I heard that gyroids were coming to the new software update of Animal Crossing New Horizons, I remember not being too excited because I admittedly find the gyroids in the other games to be kind of creepy. These gyroids in New Horizons are actually, I think, are a lot cuter. So I actually, you know, kind of like them in New Horizons. And, I kind of set up my own Olympic Park. It's in work in progress, but you could see there is a basketball hoop. I really want to put like a second one here and make like a sort of basketball court. Rock climbing. If you saw the Tokyo Olympics, they added rock climbing for the very first time. A track, which I actually used to be a cross-country runner in high school. Ping pong table, signage from upcoming Olympics or Olympics of the past. You can see here I've put like a special version of the LA 2028 logo. There's Tokyo 2020, LA 1984. I put Montreal 76 because budget issues aside, that's actually my favorite of the Olympic logos because I like how they took the Olympic logo and added something to it to make it like distinct for a particular Olympics. So in that case, you could see like the arches. I might do a video someday, like talking about what are my favorite Olympic logos. Another one of my favorites is the Sarajevo 1984 logo. If you want to go look that up. Daddy and MF says it looks good. Thank you. Yeah, so I guess I'll like give you like a kind of quick overview of the island. Gas station. I think what happened was that I'm not sure if it was either me or my sister that like put the gas pumps here. I think I know it was my sister who put this like road around here. So we basically both like contributed whenever we could. I put this race course here, and again more fish for a similar reason I brought up earlier in the stream, where if you have like if you put some fish on the beaches, it'll boost your island rating, and that's how you get KK in this game. He doesn't just show up at like Saturdays at 8 p.m. like in the older Animal Crossing games. Like this one. And that's the thing I, like, probably the biggest surprise that I probably shouldn't have been super surprised about with, the new software update is that you have to actually, like, go out of your way to, get some of the new features. Is this game on Nintendo Switch? Yes, it's running on Nintendo Switch. This is actually the first time this is not the first time per se, but this monitor really is the first time where I got to experience Switch games running at 1080p. Not sure if New Horizons specifically is running at 1080p, but this monitor itself is of that resolution. So yeah. So of course I save fish so that when the character CJ drops by, I could sell a whole bunch to him and make a lot of money. I hope it's not a bass. And it's a bass. I call it a sea bass. So yeah, mostly just doing this impromptu stream just to test out the internet connection. And yeah. What are you using for the face cam? Unfortunately, I'm just using the camera that's built into my 2020 M1 MacBook Pro. I'm thinking in the new year, I'm thinking of picking up a Panasonic camera because I really want to get like a secondary smaller camera to use as a webcam. And it would also be easier to use, I think, when we go to conventions again. Before the pandemic, I started like I've been going to conventions for a few years, but what we ended up doing in recent years is that my friend Gabby, who's a film student, you might have seen her in Owl House reviews I've done with her, and she would like film, basically she would like film the videos, I would edit and post, essentially. I remember we got press passes to go attend the one of the Long Beach comic conventions, and I thought that was a really great experience. And admittedly, now that the channel has crossed over 1,000 subs, again, thank you all very much for your support. I am hoping it's going to open the doors up for more conventions, because so far, the only conventions we've been able to get press passes for was the Long Beach one, so I wonder if it'll be possible within the future when it gets a lot safer if we could apply for like press passes to like a WonderCon, or even though this is a really crowded convention, Anime Expo, because I really like the people I get to meet at AX. It's just the problem is, it's like trying to stuff. It's as if it's so crowded. It makes me feel like they're trying to stuff like all the crowds of like downtown LA into a convention center. Do you have a PO box? Nope. So I'm swimming. Just want to make myself look like Michael Phelps. Although I don't remember the last time Michael Phelps like swam in the Olympics with a Santa hat on. Anemone. Talk to, I think that's Naomi. What's a PO box? I know that some influencers, they have like a PO box set up, or uh-oh, seems like Rockman I apparently I said something incredibly cruel, but I don't know what it was. I want to make up, so I got a little gift with him, but I'm too nervous. Okay, so I'll go deliver the gift to Rocco. Give me a second. I want to plug in my laptop. Not that I expect the battery is gonna die soon, but you know, I'm just really kind of careful. And yeah, won't cause too much stress. Yeah, I gotta get my cable management shit together. Are you from Canada? No, I am from SoCal, but I've been to Canada right before the Vancouver Olympics. I visited BC and Alberta. But I would like to visit places like Banff and Montreal someday. Tomorrow I assume that would be manageable. Let's see if we could actually do it now, since I'm doing the stream. Where's the map? I've really noticed that our chat is delayed in your screen. I set it up that way. I mean, really, I think it probably would benefit, like, a streamer with, like, you know, millions of followers, so that the chat, like, slows down and it doesn't get too intense. Rocco's place. Okay, so I have to, like, go way up there. So I'll get the ladder out. Although I wonder if it's gonna be a case, that's not Rocco, that's Tank. Don't mind me just doing a bit of maintenance. Oh shoot, there's a tarantula. Should I try to go catch it? Just saying, there's probably gonna be like a 50% chance I get bit, but who knows. Or actually, do I even have to go near it? Like, let's see. Well, good stream, I'm gonna play now, bye. See you later. No, well. Let's see. Ah, Jesus. So yeah, if the stream is going good, then there's a good chance that, like, maybe I could come up with another stream later this week. I almost got bit by the tarantula. And it's running into the wall. Well. But I guess that's the fun of like doing these kinds of streams. Yeah, so I could go to Rocco's house right now. Let's see if I could give him the present from Naomi. Me? How long do you stay up? Let's just say sometimes I'm up editing videos longer than I should. Naomi sent me a gift and reckoned we was on speaking terms with everyone. Yeah, what's in it? Shirt. Plaid puffs shirt, okay. Change it now. But yeah, right now it's like 10:16 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm not intending to do this for like a super long. I'm even kind of surprised that it's at like the 30-minute like mark. But I guess, you know, it's like a very good sign that the stream is going well. My bear costume, consider it an award. A reward, excuse me. See more of the nice things that my sister is put on the island. Like I said, we basically like, you know, contribute together. I'm 1 hour ahead of you then. Okay, so that means on your end it's 11:17. Let's see if is Naomi still out here, or do I have to go to her house? And Tank is still looking for fish. This is Norma. Where's Naomi? Huh. Wow, they're actually neighbors. I could have just stayed. Oh, but does that mean I have to go near the tarantula? Insert Jaws music. Dun 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 dun. That would have made a nice name for this stream. Don't get bit by the tarantula. Yeah. Is Animal Crossing multiplayer? It is possible to have friends come over. I've done, I've had times where I've had, like, friends from, like, high school and college, like, come by. Naomi. But she's not home, right? Maybe here? Or is she still at the beach? But yeah, it is possible to have both a local and online multiplayer. Still haven't come across an island where it's just like filled with scorpions. What did I study in college? Journalism. That was actually how I got interested in video making. After I became social media editor of the college's newspaper, they wanted me to like get into making videos, so I would film like political events and campus events. And yeah, I remember making like so many mistakes when I started making like my very first videos in college. Like one of the most basic things, it sounds basic, but it was really difficult to figure out, was how to how to have good audio during interviews. And I remember or I would like use. I mean, I'll actually show you the microphone that I use. It's a good mic, but not for the purposes of interviewing. I would just go running around with like this microphone plugged into my camera, and the problem with I was using a Nikon D7000 DSLR at the time. The problem with using that sort of camera is that it picks up a lot of background noise, and on a camera like that, it's not possible to lower the microphone sensitivity to a point where that background noise is mostly silent. So, thankfully, my friend Gabby introduced me to the lavalier mic. It's the kind of microphone that you see like people will pin to like their shirt, and that was a huge lifesaver. I don't do those kind of interviews today, but I still do the technique when I film videos in front of the camera, like the NES video where I record the video and the audio separately so that I basically don't pick up any background noise at all. So yeah, so special thanks to Gabby for helping me out with that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see, I really want to tell you that, Rocco tried on the shirt. Try not to run too much. Do you have Insta? Yes, the link to my Instagram should be in the description. And yeah, I put that playground there. Back to Rocco's. It's usually a good bet to find Animal Crossing character is they'll sometimes be like hanging out outside their house. Whoa, that's a lot of weeds. Should really pick them up. New Year's is usually really fun in New Horizons because everybody gets together in the town square and there's a big clock counting down to midnight. Maybe that could be an idea for a New Year's stream. That was actually glowing moss that I picked up. That was not weeds, which sounds really kind of funny if you think about it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, yeah, that's the thing about this game is that you could accidentally pick up things that you didn't intend to. Kids tend. Yeah. Hopefully my sister won't be too mad that I did that on accident. I'll probably go for the island like one more time, just to see if I could find Naomi. But I guess it is good to do a stream like this over an extended period of time, and also it gives me a chance to see if the range extender works. It seems to work really well with Ethernet. I might even be connected to Ethernet when I go into work tomorrow, my remote job. The only problem I seem to have with this extender is that sometimes the Wi-Fi, if I'm just using it wirelessly, it cuts out on my laptop, but it doesn't cut out on my iPhone, so I don't know what's up with that. Is the channel Bobby Yagake yours? Yes, that's where I post a lot of my photography stuff. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end the stream for now. I mostly did this just to test the internet connection up here, but I'm really glad that the people who turned out did. So yeah, so I think in the future this is a good sign that I will be bringing streams back. If you want to see the streams that I've already done with friends, like we've done streams of Super Monkey Ball, Banana Mania, Mario Kart, and Animal Crossing games, you could check them out on the channel. So thank you all for showing up. I'm really glad that the stream turned out as well as it did. Hopefully that means that that most streams going forward should be fine. I'm sure there's going to be issues, partially because of YouTube, partially because of my internet connection. But I'm sure that anything that comes up will be ironed out. When will you stream on YouTube again? The next time, a good bet will probably be New Year's Eve night. I might even do a stream like New Year's Eve night on YouTube on the Animal Crossing island. I'm not really sure if I want to, though, because aside from the New Year's celebration, I'm not exactly sure what else to do. I'll probably just, go running around the town, catching fish, and maybe going to an island and hopefully finally finding tomatoes. But New Year's Eve, night will probably be the next time I do a stream on YouTube. TikTok, let's say maybe Friday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. I think for you, Donkey with No Brim, that's probably going to be 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time if you can make it. I usually do TikTok streams on Saturdays, but since Saturday will be, I think that's going to be New Year's Day. I want to do it a day ahead so that I can get New Year's Day off. So yeah, so YouTube, the next time on YouTube will probably be New Year's Eve night. I'll let you know what time I decide. And then for TikTok, TikTok for sure will be Friday 5:30 p.m. So until next time, this has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you all for watching. And if you enjoyed these streams, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.